Kenebe, one more time, thank you for invitation. It's I think at least second year Huawei is the guest of Trai conference, and I would like to welcome everybody that joined to their session, and it's interesting to hear what Huawei has to share today into Turkey and everybody that connected outside of Turkey. So I would like to point topic probably that is not that much expected by Huawei, and I think that maybe even have some exclusivity to announce. Generally, Huawei is very well known, of course, starting with the carrier business. After that, we become very famous through our consumer business and the phones. And last year we were speaking, and of course we had a lot of nice feedbacks and cooperation and partnership in the area of AI. After the conference we had with you, and of course we are collaborating all the time through the meetups and other things. And this year I would like to mention something that probably in Turkey audience is not that much, let's say, knowledgeable, is about Huawei Cloud and Huawei Public Cloud. So generally, Huawei Public Cloud is present in the world for longer already time, not that much in Europe and in Turkey. And probably most of the people doesn't know that Huawei Public Cloud is a number 2 in China after Alibaba. And if we're speaking about market share, Huawei Cloud is 5th in the world with the market share. So of course everybody is asking usually the question, why not we were not seeing Huawei in Turkey and Huawei in Europe for the last 5 years. And by the way, we were there through the public clouds of our partners. And just to mention that you probably know that in Europe, if we are speaking in Europe, there is a 3 biggest European cloud. There is OVH, OTC, and Orange Flexible Engine. So I cannot mention all the names of our partners. They are not publicly available, but I can say that, for example, Orange was recently 3 weeks, I think, ago, finally announced that Orange Flexible Engine Public Cloud is Huawei Public Cloud, a joint venture together with Orange, and it's we are doing this together for already like more than 5 years. Why am I mentioning this? Because usually people are asking who is your clients, who are your partners, and we will discuss this a little bit later. And as you can see, we are today servicing 23 regions. I will show this a little graphical a little bit later. Of course, we have more than 220 plus cloud services and more than 200. Okay, now we are near 300 solutions, more than 20,000 partners, and 1 million developers working with this cloud. And we have some innovations that are probably unique today in the world, and we have dual zero loss bare metal containers because we are native to, let's say, cloud. We are world first multi-cloud container platform, and probably we're having this, I will show you a little bit later, intelligent edge containers, the way how we do it through our architecture with our technology. Most important thing, as we are probably the company that is challenged globally very hard on security. On the right side, you can see a lot of different security, let's say, certifications coming not only from of course, China and generally globally, but you can see that there is some European organizations that are doing this for us. If we are speaking about the industries, if we are providing solutions, you see that generally this is probably all industries, and that more or less you can think of, and probably the big 500 companies in the world are mostly our customers. So we mentioned already some market shares, and you can see, of course, that our partners and competitors in the same times are together with us here on the market share, or at least when we are speaking about infrastructure as a service. But you can see plus that we are the global cloud provider. And today, what I would like to announce is that from the October, Huawei Cloud, public cloud, is available in Turkey. That means that everybody from the Turkey market living and working in Turkey can register and work in Turkey on Huawei public cloud. And from the beginning, there will, of course, there will be, everybody's asking, where is the data center? Data center to service the Turkey market is starting to be first in France. And in the future, we are, of course, having a plan to have dedicated one in Turkey, and it will be happening very soon, but I cannot share all the roadmap because it's still very confidential. Apart from this, and I think it's very important for today's event to, of course, to mention that Turkey is now available to start to use Huawei Cloud, probably as one of the first countries in let's say, even including Europe. Okay. Now, as you can see, we are already having covering, apart from, of course, China and generally Asia. You see that we have in Latin America a lot of data centers. We have in Africa, of course, in Russia, we are presented there even with the data center, not only as a public cloud, but with our, let's say, local partner called Sberbank. And generally, this is the two ways how the Huawei can be presented on the market. This is a public cloud branded as Huawei public cloud, and of course through the in some joint venture with the local company having some local cloud. Of course, let's go further. The first question usually is like, okay, who are your partners and who is working with your cloud, not as a customer, but as a partner providing these kind of solutions. And as you can see, I already mentioned, we have a lot of numbers of developers, of course, starting from China, because Huawei is a Chinese company, is all the time first. When we are coming out with some technology, we are testing it inside the company, testing it on the big projects in China, then coming out outside the mainland. But anyway, Accenture and let's say Infosys and SAP are huge international companies working with us all over the world. And so you can see that it's not only the Chinese companies, yeah. So you see that we have 14,000 consulting partners, and later I will a little bit explain that we have this partnership program, and we hope that Turkey companies will become our consulting and technology partners. Of course, we have a lot of marketplace offerings, and today we are bringing on our marketplace some solutions that are coming from this region, and I'm responsible for CEE&Nordic, and Turkey is part of my responsibility in the region. And of course, recently, you can see for last year we had 155 million in dollars. Of course, here was a different expression of the money, Chinese money. It was rupees, RBMs, and it was 1 billion. Of course, and as you can see, and it's important for our partners, we are planning a huge amount of money for investment in partner innovation program. So when we are speaking about customers, you see that, again, we are having a lot of different customers, not only from different countries, but generally from different parts and businesses. So everybody recognize ABB, Orange, everybody, BGI. If you don't know, BGI is, for example, company focusing on genetic engineering and sequencing. So the number of just one run is generating the data about 90 gigabytes. So it's a huge loads for computing and for storages. Of course, you recognize Honda. And when I was mentioning, for example, flexible engine, you will see, if you will go, of course, they had a presentation about our partnership, and you will see that some of the customers are BNP Paribas. We are working already for a long time, and we are covering fully all cars from Citroën and Peugeot with our IoT platform, with our cloud. So there is a lot of different even companies from airplane industry. I'm not mentioning gaming, not mentioning rendering and other ones. So where are these unique points and highlights of our Huawei cloud? So of course, we have today 20 minutes, and in 20 minutes, I cannot say everything. I cannot say enough, even on the high level. So I'm inviting you to contact, and I will provide you with that contact from our local office, and or directly to Trai. You can contact Trai and ask them for more detailed information and some direct workshops. But as you know, Huawei is end-to-end ICT company, and probably the only one today in the world. And all our experiences are in our products, and we were trying to really make something unique and make something that generally can serve as one soul and one body, all, let's say, industries, and help them to transform. So you will find hardware and software synergy that is really giving you the huge performance for the less cost. You'll find the ultimate audio video experience because of that, a lot of different companies are using our technology, including one big media company in Great Britain. You will see that generally our cloud is application centralized. So it's not about only modernization, but it really cloud is application centric. And you will see that everything is about container infrastructure. Coming to this distributed cloud infrastructure, you will see that we probably have pretty unique edge architecture. So we are not only hybrid, we are having edge that is providing you pretty unique security solution for that you can use together and mix your data center and your edge, and your meaning not edge with public cloud. Of course, we're speaking about AI. My colleague from Microsoft was mentioning a lot about this. We will not focus on this. We can do a separate session. Of course, we included our Atlas NPUs, but from the other side, we are having the same way. We have a GPUs there. We have a general computing. So Intel and ARM. So we're really, let's say, heterogeneous cloud that you can choose any kind of infrastructure. And of course, what is most important, we are very, very high secure, and this is tested every day, all day, by not only inside the company, but different consulting companies, and more than sure that everybody is trying to find some backdoor. So let's discuss a little bit how it looks. Yeah. So as you can see, there's one foundation. And this foundation is, of course, everything about infrastructure. That can be public cloud, it can be hybrid cloud, 2 types, and 2 types of edge. And from the other side, we have 3 platforms. We have application enablement, and Roma is something that was not that much, let's say, till now, enabled in Europe, but finally it is. I will give you a few words about it. AI enabled, model art, this is our platform. We introduced it a little bit in the last conference, and data enabled. So that, and of course, 4 types of connections. Something that is that we are all the time speaking about it, and finally it's a mature, is about IoT and devices. We have a really, really strong and pretty unique platform for IoT, because it's not only including integrations that we are using to the network every day, but really taking care about all the carrier integrations and NB-IoT and updates, and all these things are taken care of because it's coming to be very critical when you have a big number of these IoT devices, but at the same time you need to do update, and you need to do that through some very small bandwidths that, for example, NB-IoT will provide you. Enterprise Roma, well, we will come to this. This is the platform that is integrating everything, and from the very beginning it was like data bus for us. And of course we have a Roma factory that is helping you to create the applications, and of course we have V-Link. This is something that is generally developed first to be inside communication platform for the Huawei, and now, of course, is made to be commercial and external one. So when we are speaking about infrastructure as a service, if you take a look, you will see that everything is about the containers. Everything is about general applications. And we came out with something with the Kintian architecture that generally is our contribution for cloud native 2.0 era, meaning that this architecture is here to provide developers with efficient, agile, and open cloud native infrastructure that is delivering distributed cloud whenever is needed for containers and for applications based on this technology. And generally, it helps you really to reduce resources cost by 30%. Again, we can talk about each of these services, 50 minutes at least per each. So I'm leaving this for everybody that is interested to contact me or to contact local office. I'll provide you with the contact in the end, and we can speak in more details. So when I said a little bit unique about these edge solutions, let's see how it looks. Yeah. So for example, we have Huawei Cloud, and the other. So you have a big company, or you want to cover the region with the edge solutions that will provide you some dedicated services, but with this very small latency. So you will choose, for example, intelligent edge cloud, and that can be multi-tenant hosting. But if you want something that you have in your company, and you really want to have low latency, like 5 millisecond latency, then you will have edge on premise, and then it will be dedicated tenant. And when I'm speaking about services, it can be inference AI. We are calling it not AI, we are calling it the enterprise intelligence. Or you can have it here, for example, even data lake. And it's not about one rack, you can have 16 rack per site just for intelligent edge site. And this is huge power. And you, of course, can take whatever you need from the public cloud. In the same time, you can have your data center fully isolated with some connectivity, firewalls and everything directly to that edge, and you can have cloud on your premise. And this is much, for example, cost effective than if we will start to build something that will be like a hybrid cloud. And we have them, of course, this. So generally, this is on-demand service subscription. It's really secure deployment on premise, and this is how you can grow some your own solutions. Because if you're, let's say, a cloud provider and you're a local cloud provider, you can have something from Huawei public cloud for some dedicated customers, or you can have intelligent even edge cloud and provide some of these services, not only not building only the hybrid one. So and it's consistent. It's updating. It's like you have really Huawei public cloud, so you don't need to think anything about the equipment that you have on site. It's at you, but it's not yours to manage. And of course, it's free for hardware maintenance. So if we are speaking about, let's say, 3 enablements services, this is made to really focus on digital transformation. Everybody's saying core business, but generally on your digital transformation. And what's very interesting is, of course, we're not providing only the platform and enablement. We are providing all our experience with the different customers that we already are serving for 30 years. And you will find, if we are speaking about AI, you'll find more than 300 industry knowledge models that you can use, retrain. You can speed up all your developments in AI. You can have industry application assets and some, let's say, architecture of some applications in some different industries, or you can have industry data asset models. So there is something that will really help you in the future to be fast. And of course, a lot of visual modeling will help you to generate the huge amount of code, not writing it manually. And I will not go in details because, yeah, I see that we have, do I have 5 minutes or not?
Actually, no, we're out of the 20 minutes.
Okay, now, so I'm going fast. So generally, as you can see here, we have end-to-end platform for developing AI solutions. And of course, you have different kind of already development kit for different kind of even areas. So we have OCR, NLP, you have high lens. This is for generally for the camera, machine vision recognition. When we are speaking about the data assets, of course, you have from applications to really data lakes, fully vertical and horizontal end-to-end solutions. We have Gauss DB. This is the next generation MySQL compatible enterprise class distributed database service developed by Huawei that you can find on the Gartner as one of the leaders, of course, and can be used for structured and unstructured relation and no relation, generally data warehouse, there's data lakes, everything you need. And of course, as I mentioned, Roma that is giving you connected applications, clouds, offline and online clouds, and of course, connect all the devices. So generally, you're not alone for bringing in on these platforms because we have a knowledge and consulting. And of course, we have totally partner program that can be consulting partners and technology partners. And of course, for everybody interested in this partnership program can call our office. And I think that you can call, this is the mail of my colleague, Rizabey. He's the one responsible for development in Turkey for cloud. Please be sure that you're contacting him and he will provide you with more information and if you have need for targeted workshop, you're welcome. So one more time, congratulations to everybody. You can start using Huawei Cloud, I think first even in Europe, not only in Turkey. And I think it's pretty exclusive today.